mad. We did two.
What's good, YouTube? We're back. I lied. I said we were gonna be back tomorrow or Saturday. We're actually back today. But we're gonna hop right into a Poodle $7 entry, 40k to I think it's 40k to first. Yup. 350k in prizes, and then a good advancement. 212, 16, 15, 310 seat final. Jump right into it. And it's almost filled. I'm loving these 20-second drafts.
What is it, 20-seconder?
Oh yeah, they don't, dude. A lot of them they don't even offer 30-second anymore. I think they're trying out 20s.
Yeah, I don't mind it. Don't mind it at all.
Let's run it up.
Waiting on three.
Waiting on 3 peeps. Anything on the newsfeed? The newsfeed has been kind of dry on Underdog. Cedric Tillman should have full-time role. Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, Deontay's there.
Dude, I'm not worried about Deontay Johnson. Cedric Tillman's gonna play a lot. He's good. And you can get him for cheap.
Yo.
Work ethic standing out. I'm
dealing with that concussion for
6 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone ever was concerned about Justin Fields' work ethic. Like, what are we talking about here? Like, I've never even heard one thing about his work ethic being a thing. So, like,
They just gotta talk about something.
it's more like he just can't get a grip of how to throw a football. Like, to anyone other than the number 1 receiver. Like, he doesn't.
He's a running back at heart.
He's a zero read guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, just nice for Garrett Wilson.
Yep.
All right, let's cook up something nice here.
What we at? At 3?
Kind of, we're drafting next to the sweaties.
At the 10. With the 10.
Dude, I did something so petty the other day. I think it was yesterday. I meant to draft. So it's coming back. I had Kenneth Walker, and I had planned on drafting Torrey Horton, who's a Seattle receiver they drafted. He's like a speedster. Like, he could probably be the number 3 receiver on that team. They have MBS, but he's gonna be like 31. And I was like, all right, like, I'm gonna set up, like, you know, Kenneth Walker, Torrey Horton, and Sam Darnold. My pick comes up. Don't know what I'm thinking. I take like Bryce Young. It's 20-second pick clocks. Like, everything went too fast. And I picked Bryce Young, and I'm like, I can just take Jatavian Sanders and Jalen Coker later. The dude at number 1 takes Jatavian Sanders at 160 because he had Leggett and he wanted Bryce Young, and I took him. I sniped him. And I was like, honestly, good. That happens to me all too much.
Exactly.
Like,
You gotta send it back sometimes, you know?
that's what I mean. Like, it wasn't even intentional, but it's like, bro, screw off, dude. And then he ended up taking Jatavian Sanders 40 picks ahead of ATB, so it's like, you're an idiot.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All right, what are we thinking? ARSB maybe?
I like that. You already have a lot of Nico, huh?
Yeah, I still have a lot of Nico.
Neighbors.
Not in this contest, though. I have a lot of neighbors.
Yeah.
I don't have any Amon Ra. Let's do Amon Ra.
Oh, okay. Alright, bet.
They play the Vikings in week 17. So, pretty spicy matchup.
Okay.
We could get like Aaron Jones or somebody. London or HM? Who we think?
I'd say go A-Chain.
Devon.
Fired, fired up.
We'll start with a nice little balanced build, huh?
Yeah, let's balance, send that balance build a little bit. See what falls to us next.
That Devon. All right, let me open up. Actually, I downloaded this. Can you see that?
What?
No. It probably only did. That's why I don't like the Discord screen share because you only see like what I want you to see. It's I took a screenshot of like the playoff weeks for every team, which I wish it had like a independent like I don't know because dude, all these fucking streamers and drafters have all these like overlays that show you all like exposures and all these crazy things, dude. Like on their screen, I'm like, I'm not paying for that.
Yeah. 10 picks away.
See, Miami plays Tampa in week 17, and then yeah, Detroit plays Minnesota. So we could always lock something in around that. Miami Tampa's kind of a spicy game at the end of the year. Because either way, whichever city it's in, it's good weather. And then Detroit, Minnesota is gonna be in a dome. So you're not worried about, snow or anything.
Yup. Yup.
Devontae, dude, he's climbing ADP like crazy. I feel like A-Chance held steady at ADP.
Feel like he might have a better year. I mean, he had a good receiving year last year, surprisingly.
Yeah. Could lock in Mike Evans with the week 17 build if you want.
Maybe I like JSN.
I do like JSN. I'm down to go JSN if you want the value.
Yeah, I like JSN.
You could be working some deeper routes this year too with Cooper Cup. Since Cup will be on the underneath. Dude, Jared Goff's been going so early. Like, I don't even like taking Jared Goff. He goes ahead of like so many guys that I think are just better than him. Damn, quarterback's gone.
QBs.
I like James Cook here.
I like that.
Worthy.
Oh, I say James Cook. I like it.
Our receivers have the same buys. Classic.
Nice, love that always.
I kind of do have a lot of Devonta Smith.
Just looking.
Huh?
How much? What percentage?
14%. I think average is, an average player would be 8%.
Yeah.
Pickens still my most drafted receiver. Chig and Strange, most drafted tight ends. Rashad White, most drafted running back. Good lord. Dak, most drafted quarterback.
It's just that value, you know? That value. You got that Dak
Dak
Pickens.
Pickens misdrafted stack, dude. It's just like, God, if dude, they better play well. I'm just like, I have a lot of Jaden Daniels too. Kyler, Jaden, Mahomes, Stroud are like all the same. I want more Lamar, dude. That people just snag him so fast. It's easy. Who's Hurts falling to? Oh, right there.
Saquon, Bucky, Brees, Devonta Smith, Jalen Hurts.
Saquon, Bucky, Brees is a crazy team.
Then Devonta, Jalen.
He's gonna have, dude. He's gonna have to hammer receiver though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god, dude, we're in running back heaven right now.
Mara.
It's hard to pass on a running back or an RB here, dude. We could always grab one on the way back though, with like Connor, Henderson,
Yeah.
even Monty, if we want to go receiver.
Yeah. You like Juwan?
Or we could double down with Kenneth and JSM.
Yeah, I thought about that too. I don't know. I like Juwan.
Okay, all right, that locks us in for like quarterback options though. I don't really want to take Darnold ever, but he's
It's
there.
an option. It's an
And
option.
since, we're probably not gonna. I mean, Tua and Achan are also an option together. Because we can always grab a late, like, Malik Washington or something. Alright, what are we thinking here? I would take the Harvey fall, maybe.
I don't mind that. Or James Conner.
Or Godwin. What do you want?
Go with Harvey.
Alright. Okay.
Little 3-3. Okay.
I mean, just the most complete build here. Going receiver, running back, receiver, running back, receiver, running back. Nothing fancy.
Don't hate it. Don't hate it.
No, I don't hate it at all. Super duper balanced. It's just hard this year. There's so much running back like value late. It's like, do I really want this
Yeah, but this,
receiver
this
versus
team
like a running
seems to
back?
be seems to be just in that area.
50s and 60s are loaded with running back for sure.
Yeah.
Especially when you compare them to the receivers, you're like, Jerry Judy or all these running backs that are better than Jerry Judy.
Yeah.
Kind of even with like a Jawan Jennings, dude, like Roma Dunze, like you're like, meh.
Yeah.
Are these guys gonna be good this year? When you already know like Walker, Kamara, Connor, Mixon.
The only thing about Kenneth Walker is just like I don't know.
Just get hurt every fucking year.
Yeah, and he had like what, like 3 yards per carry. I don't know.
Their line was atrocious last year.
Yeah.
Oh, we're about to be on the board. Good lord. Laporta's kind of sexy here.
Yeah, we could get Laporta with Amon Ra and Jared Goff.
We'll get Laporta, get the value. We do need a receiver here, though. So Mooney, Downs.
Yeah, no, we can't.
Mooney sets up Penix. Downs. I'm not taking Danny Dimes anymore, so I'm cool with either.
Yeah. I like
Kind of even tempted to double click Hawkins.
that is tempting.
Well, Downs goes, so we don't have to worry about that. I would like Mooney.
I don't mind Mooney. I like Mooney.
I don't mind Pittman either.
Yeah, Mooney Pittman. Go Mooney. Like me some Mooney.
Oh, you already know I love Darnell Mooney.
Mm-hmm.
That was my boy last year.
Yeah, it'd have been a couple of our redraft leagues.
One of my most drafted players. Mahomes off to who? The Worthy team. CDJT, Wilson, Worthy, Sutton, Godwin. I just can't get myself to click Quinshawn Judkins, bro. Like, I've taken him once. I just can't get behind that backfield.
Yeah, no. The Cleveland RBs. That's his RB2.
I mean, if we're thinking about it, like, they're going to be throwing the ball. So, like, the receivers are better.
Jerome Ford's still there.
Jerome Ford's still going to touch the football. He's not a bad player. And they also drafted Dylan Sampson. So they used what? A first? Was Judkins a second or first round pick? He was like borderline, wasn't he? And then Sampson was like a fourth or fifth round pick. Like, they spent a lot of capital on running backs and have Jerome Ford.
Yep.
It's like, I'd rather just pick Njoku or Tillman, even Judy. Like, why would I mess around with the running backs? They're not going to get a lot of goal line fucking touches. All right, so do we go Purdy here?
Might have to, I think.
We have Harvey. We could take Knicks. Purdy goes. I mean, I'm down to take Knicks if he falls.
Yeah.
This person already has a quarterback. But Knicks?
I like me some Bo.
Let's take the value, and we have Harvey, who should be catching passes with Bo, so I don't mind stacking running back with quarterback, especially when you don't even need to stack Bo Nix. He has rushing upside. Jaden and Justin Fields is crazy. Damn, no receivers around here. That's gross. Who do we like? I don't mind Najee. We already have two running backs with week 12 buys.
I was thinking Najee, or we can go John.
We could go Ingram. We just got Bo Nix. Just finish the stack. We got two tight ends and be done there.
Yeah.
Done at tight end. Build the stack.
Beautiful.
Both value picks. And then we have plenty of quarterback options still because we have Penix as well. All right. I like it.
Liking it. Everything's falling into place.
I think we're a little light on receiver, but I think we're strong at running back. Running back sets us up to where we can take a nice like shot on somebody that could be a 0 at the end of this, but has
Yeah,
upside.
we got two solid tight ends that basically like could
Yeah,
fill in
we're
for an RB
we're good at tight end there.
or a wide receiver, fill in for a receiver.
All right, we don't want tight ends.
Yeah, no. Wouldn't mind at least one more solid running back.
Well, I think the solid running backs are kind of over. Dude, I do love me like Ray Davis,
Yeah, we saying like
Rashad.
Rashad White.
Dude, I need to chill down on Rashad White, bro. He's gonna bite me in the ass.
Tajay.
Maybe hedge our Rashad White bet with Sean Tucker late. Dude, I have so much. It's actually like sickening. Boom, 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 boom. Mm-hmm.
Coming up, we coming up.
If we want Penix, we're gonna have to reach on Penix. Otherwise, we can backstack somebody.
Right?
I don't really want to take Mims. We have so many Denver players,
Hollywood.
but I feel like we should take Mims. No, we don't really have any other options here.
Mind it.
Just do it. Mims, Harvey, Nix, Ingram is like a lot of Denver, so they better be good. This is ugly for receiver. I'm cool with a running back, or we can take a quarterback and backstack them with like Jordan Love, Romeo Dobbs later. Never mind, that just got cooked. Feel like Stroud and Noel, or we can just take Penix here.
Yeah, just snag Penix. I think that was the move. Got them young bucks. Well, I guess Penix is what?
30. No, he's like 25 or
20, yeah,
24.
20 something. It's like a Kenny Pickett.
I'm cool with this because we can always just grab like Sam Darnold late. Like, not too many people were taking Sam Darnold. You know?
Yeah.
That could set us up for like maybe Algier falls to us. Would be kind of nice at running back. Back on the board at like right around that time. So, and Tillman, love me some Tillman.
Yeah, it was, but he was the goat for a couple weeks in a row there until
Tillman is a goat, brother. Algier off, so it looks like we are gonna go Tillman. We don't want Tua right now. Tillman goes. We're cooked, dude. I wouldn't mind if Besh made it all the way to us. Garendo, nice RB pick. Besh goes.
Bigsby.
I don't like Josh Palmer. I do like Tank a little bit.
Yeah.
I like Liget as well. One of these two?
Feel like we can get more value with Leggett.
Take Liget over. I think we. Damn, bro.
Oof.
Do we take Garendo or Dobbs here? Probably Garendo, yeah.
Yeah, take Rendo. Too many receivers out there in Green Bay.
I like Romeo Dobbs. He's gonna play.
Yeah.
He's always a two wide receiver guy, and the potential he gets traded somewhere, i.e. the Steelers. But Jaden Reed's like the only. He's the guy that's on the field with three receiver sets. Dobbs is different skill set.
Yeah.
Like Dobbs is good. I don't know why like people hate on
Well, I mean, he was just going through it last year.
him. Damn, all of our receivers get snagged, brother.
Tough. Tough out here. Um,
Should we grab Noel?
sure. It's kind of up in the air
I mean,
area here.
at this point, dude, it doesn't matter who we're taking. Like, we don't want any of these quarterbacks. We don't want. Yeah, I mean, dude, it's like.
Braylon Allen.
Mm, so we have a decision to make. I want to take three quarterbacks, so I want to take Darnold if he falls back to us. And then do we build 6 RBs or 8 receivers? Is the question.
We'll see what we'll have to see what falls. See what RBs are left.
Darnold gone. Damn. To who? Brother.
Oh my god. He took Algier from us too. Reaching on all these. All they need.
What is
Dak
this?
Tyler.
What is this team? Booth.
Welp. We.
I do want to still get 3 quarterbacks. So I wouldn't mind backstacking Cam Ward with like Tyler Lockett maybe.
Yeah.
Or Rodgers and Calvin Austin or Roman Wilson. Which one do you want to do?
Um. Honestly, I think Cam Ward and Lockett. Like, if we were able to get like a Muth.
Cam Ward goes. So it's Rodgers
God,
or
all
we.
right. All right. I mean, I still like Rogers for our third, and then we'll have to um go Calvin Austin.
We could go
If that's
Roman
a good
Wilson
guy.
too.
Yeah, but I'd kind of just like, Calvin Austin is already like locked in. Already we've seen him. I feel like he's reliable.
The thing though too is we could wait on. Can't wait on Calvin Austin. We could wait on Roman Wilson and take a running back here that has somewhat of an upside with Miles Sanders, Hill, or Gideon or Hill.
Can't sell
Probably
me
we
on Miles
probably
Sanders.
get. He could
Can't
be a
sell me on.
starter. What are you talking about, dude?
I don't know. I just can't be sold with Miles Sanders.
He's gonna be a dude. Jaden Blue's a passing back. He's literally like 5'9", and Javonte Williams is dirt. It's the Cowboys, brother. Like, sick offense. It's okay to have bad running backs on good offenses. Not okay to have bad running backs on bad offenses. Because someone's going to get... The thing with the thesis with Miles Sanders is like, what's the difference between him and Javonte? Can't find one. But Javonte goes at 120 and you can get Miles Sanders at 180. And then you get...
Yeah, but Javonte tore his ACL.
This is his third year removed from that. He sucked last year too. He couldn't beat out Audric Estime or fucking whatchamacallit, the other dude, which is bad because those two are horrible. The only reason Javonte played so much last year is literally because he's a good pass protector. That's the only reason he played football. But they didn't trust him to touch the ball. And also, like, down here, like, who are you like taking over someone that could be a starter for a top 10 offense in the NFL? Like, you're gonna take like a rookie in DJ Giddens, Dylan Sampson on a horrible offense, Starkis Hunter on a team that only plays Kyron Williams, Marshawn Lloyd, who hasn't played a down of football. I like Blake Corum.
Yeah, Blake Corum.
Also has only played like 3 snaps of football because Kyron Williams doesn't come off the field.
I'd rather have Blake Corum or Keaton Mitchell over Miles Sanders.
I kind of like Brashard Smith.
Yeah.
I'm not like against Marshawn Lloyd. Doesn't really fit the build. I mean,
it's just.
Let me actually see what we have going here.
Oh, it's a dart throw.
The Rams do play Atlanta, so let's go Corum.
Right.
Just because we get Penix, Corum, Mooney set up, and if Corum's playing, it's going to be week 17 probably. Now the question bodes, do we go running back or receiver here?
For the receiver, do we have anything to pair up? Oh, we already got Calvin Austin.
Tutu lines up with the Atlanta Rams thesis a little bit. I think that's not a bad pick.
On Tavian Wicks.
You can double stack Ray. We could go Roman Wilson.
Can always try Deontay.
I'm not touching Deontay Johnson. Who do we take?
He could be one there.
I went 2-2.
That's fine.
I think we're good at running back. I think we have 3 guys that could.
Yeah.
And you know,
Isaac and Blake could be potentially starters with injuries.
Yeah, I think with like Achane and Harvey having a late bye week is fine because Garendo could be a starter then, or Corum. I'd be more concerned if they had like an early bye. All right, 3-5-8-2 build. Bo Nix, Michael Penix, Aaron Rodgers, Devon Achane, James Cook, RJ Harvey, Isaac Garendo, Blake Corum. Amon-Ra, JSN, Jennings, Mooney, Mims, Noel, Austin, Atwell, Laporta, Ingram. What do we get? The Denver double stack with Harvey, and then skinny stack Atlanta. Where'd that go? The Rogers skinny stack. The Quorum 2-2 bringbacks for Atlanta in week 17. I could get hip to it, you know?
Yup. It's different. We like that.
How should I label these for when we draft together? What should I put? Just like Eminem. Eminem. We got.
Denver. Just put Eminem Denver.
I like to put the date. What's the date? 26th? Holy hell, it's late as hell in the year, man. I don't have enough. Wait, do I have enough characters? Hell yeah. Alright, let's hop into another one. That's fun. We didn't really. I mean, we got sniped a few times, not gonna lie. We got sniped a lot, actually. Dude, like everyone we queued up just kept falling off the board instantly. Like, I was like, let's take Algier, gone. Let's take Tillman, gone. So bad.
Yeah.
Some of these draft rooms get so unpredictable. It's insane. What do we get? What, dude? We keep getting the nasties. Pick 10. Oh, dude, we're in a draft. Dude, the 101's like a big streamer. He should be live right. He might be live right now.
Peter over Zet.
He's not live right now. He does have a stream coming up sometime today.
Jeez.
He's live in 37 minutes. Huh?
Shit, no.
He's stream sniping
Doing a
me.
little practice. Doing a little practice run. Maybe he is.
Dude, these guys draft like thousands of tournaments, bro.
Yeah.
This is their life, which I respect. But honestly, like my brain gets so clogged after drafting like 3 of these.
Yeah.
Ooh. Chase Barkley. No, I've seen Barkley fall to the 5. Honestly, I get pissed when I'm in like the 3 or 4 and Barkley falls to me because I'm like, I don't want Saquon this year. There's just so much inherent risk with him. And the chance that he repeats what he did is like literally not 0.
It's hard for RBs to.
They just don't.
back.
They just don't
Here to
because of injuries. Like,
Yeah.
the only person that can do it is fucking CMC. Like,
Yeah, but he hasn't even done it.
we're in the 10 again, dude. I don't know what it is about the correlation of picks that we get. It's like, who did we get last time? Amon-Ra. Dude, who do we go here?
You go either Nico, Brian, Thomas.
Do we do a Genty team?
Yeah, let's do Genty.
I don't think I've taken any Genty. So,
I just hate taking rookie running backs first
huh?
round, dude. I just hate taking rookie running backs first round.
Yeah, it's tough, but it's also like At least he went to a situation that's not absolutely atrocious.
Yeah.
And he's not gonna end up like Bijan, who had like Algier there when you knew Algier was good the year before. Like there's no one good on that team. They have 35-year-old Raheem Mostert, Zamir White, and Sincere McCormick. Like Ashton Genty's gonna play all the snaps. All right.
We back.
London?
We'll go. Yeah, London AJ.
I don't like reaching on AJ Brown unless you get a value on him. Just like he's the same thing if like dude, I just don't know. Like, the pass volume's still so low there. Dude, he didn't even have 100 targets last year.
Just touchdown.
He's good. Like he has boom. It's like
Gonna score more touchdowns than Drake London.
yeah, I mean, maybe not. It's just hard, dude. I don't know. It's hard. Like, again, AJ Brown was good, but like, if we look at where he finished last year, you're not even gonna want to know.
Yeah, but didn't he miss a couple games?
That's why you look at points per game. Like he was still 12th, but
He missed 3 games.
points per game doesn't matter when you're missing games.
Oh, this is points per game. I thought you meant overall.
Nope. I always track points per game when we're talking about that.
Yeah, the 12th is still wide receiver 1.
Him and London finished together, and London was popping at the end. Whereas, like, dude, Brian Thomas, Mike Evans, Devontae all finished ahead of AJ Brown, and they go after AJ Brown. I guess Brian Thomas goes before him. T. Higgins 18.5.
He's crazy.
Chris Godwin technically 19.7 till he died.
It's not fair whenever he has the fucking 40-point like 40-point week.
Who?
What? T. Higgins.
Hey, bro. All is fair. All right, what are we doing here?
Hurry up. Shit. Mind Brees. You got a lot of Brees?
No.
That's late. End of the third? Jeez. What happened to this man?
We're building the same team. Running back, receiver, running back. All right, let's
that just seems to be what falls. Like you can't pass on Brees Hall at the end of the...
Dude, let's take like a damn, never mind. I would have loved to take Josh Allen falls. We have to take Josh Allen.
Yeah, I'm fine with Josh Allen or Jaden Daniels.
And then we just figure it out. He's gonna go Josh Allen. There you go.
Yeah.
Do you want to do Jaden, or do we do like
I don't see why not. Or we could...
Devontae? Jeez.
What's wrong with DJ Moore?
Fuck no. Over fucking Jaden Daniels or...
Well, I'd rather have DJ Moore than Devonta Smith.
Debatable.
I'll take the guaranteed 5
You're looking at it all wrong, though. There's no contingent world where DJ Moore... They have almost the same floor, and there's too many options in Chicago, whereas like Devontae Smith has such a higher ceiling.
Keenan Allen's leaving.
Brother, they just drafted 2 pass catchers in the first 2 rounds of the draft.
They're rookies.
They spent a top 10 pick on Colston Loveland.
DJ Moore gonna get his.
And Luther Burden was like one of the top best receivers.
They're gonna get rid of his 5 screen passes a game.
He didn't get his last year.
He did his.
He was poo last year.
He got his receptions every.
DJ Moore, 14 points per game, 28th. He was healthy all year.
We gotta get it. It was Caleb's first year.
You just gotta think of it in terms of like.
Look at how he ended the season.
Not to mention Swift's gonna get hit. So there's 5 pass catching options now. Also, when Keenan was healthy, DJ Moore wasn't really popping. Not to mention, Odunze's making his 2nd year leap. Like, you figure he's going to become more of a focal point because he's the future of the offense. And DJ Moore's, like, kind of running at the end of his contract here. Devontae Smith, I get it. Like, and then the offense funnels through Devontae Smith and AJ Brown. That's it. Those are the only 2. There's no other patch catchers you would ever touch there. It's just worrisome that, there's 4 different guys in Chicago when there's only 2. And you're still banking on Caleb Williams to take a leap when he could very well not do anything again.
Yeah.
And Jalen Hurts is Jalen Hurts. Like, all right, we need to figure out what the fuck we're doing, though. We have 1 receiver. It's bad. It's tough times out here.
Go your boy Pickens. I do like Ridley.
I mean, dude, if Pickens fell to me, you already know. Don't even.
I like Pickens. I like Waddle, Ridley. I mean, I like those 3.
I like both of these guys.
Yeah.
I do dabble in the Rome world. I'll dabble in the Chris Godwin world as well. It's looking like he's on track to start the season. Optimism for week 1, so that's good news. Ridley off. Oop. Dude. Like, I want it, dude. We can't take running back here. Go Rome.
Go. I don't know. I'd rather Juwan.
We just did Juwan last draft.
I don't get. We need. I don't know. We need something guaranteed, and I think Juwan more guaranteed than Rome Odunze. I like Olave.
Olave or Godwin.
Either or. I mean, Godwin could have had like the best year out of any receiver last year if he didn't get hurt.
Just his luck, dude. He finally starts getting his targets, and then he just breaks.
He was absolutely cooking.
Breaks every bone in his body.
On his like contract year, basically.
Do we run with it, or do we go Olave?
I don't know. I like Godwin. I mean, you see the upside that he has. Olave is just in the worst situation every year.
Do you really, honestly didn't think it could get worse, and it got worse?
It gets worse after his 7th concussion.
Like, I get the thesis on him too. It's like, okay, he finally isn't going in like the 2nd round, and like he goes in the 6th round. But at the same time, it's like, and people are like, oh, they're gonna have to throw the ball. It's like, yeah, but when they throw the ball, they just check it down to Kamara 70 times a game. Like,
what else are they gonna do?
It's like Olave's game is like down the field, and who's gonna get him the football? Like, sure, they could throw it 10 times to Olave, but he probably catches 3 of them because how many of them are catchable? Like,
yeah.
And the next thing you know, he dies over the middle of the field, and then him and Jalen Waddle, dude, they just both are injured every second of the week. Yeah, you look up, and they're both on the sideline.
Waddle somehow returns to the game.
Dude, yeah, they make it seem like he's dead. He's like, oh, Jalen Waddle injured. He's going to the locker room. Oh, I actually no. He just had to take a piss. He's back out there.
He completely obliterates his knee. 3 plays later, he's back in.
Yeah, they fear it's an ankle injury. We'll keep you updated. Looks like Jalen Waddle's back in the game. It's like, what? What do you mean? You remember last year when Josh Allen smacked his head off the ground and was knocked out, and then it was stayed in the game?
Yeah. That's what. It was just like a commercial break, and then he's just back in. I think
You literally
like,
watch his eyes go black.
Yeah, they sent the backup out. Then like he ended up just running back on. Like nah.
Dude, he was knocked out cold. Literally just zonked. Honestly, that was messed up.
Yeah. Ayuk.
We could probably get him. Oh, fuck, dude. I prefer a running back here. Should we get Brian Robinson with Jaden Daniels?
Yeah, I forgot we had.
Yeah.
Back on your Brian Robinson.
Dude. Oh, we ran out of time? Damn.
Oh.
I mean, I'm not mad about Pacheco, actually. I'm not mad about it. Dude, why? How come we just keep getting stuck in these, like, wide receiver heavy drafts and we just get run? Like, I'm not mad about the running backs, but we end up with the worst receivers.
Yeah, it's tough. It's a 10 spot, man. It's a 10 spot.
I like Ayuk, but he reportedly is not gonna. He's gonna be on the pup and miss 8 games. Take your boy.
You say 8 games? Oh yeah, look. Fire it up.
Yeah, he could miss a lot of the season on the pup.
Yeah. What was his contract?
A lot. 30 mil a year.
Yeah, but how many years?
5. I think it was 5 or something, dude. Wasn't it like 4 or 5 years?
Yeah,
like 150 mil?
Yeah.
Oops.
That's what I'm saying. They'd probably rather.
Well, apparently 4 years, 120 mil, 45 guaranteed at signing, and total of 76 million guaranteed. So apparently, it was just this makes sense. Like, they don't think that Kyle Shanahan likes him, but they think that ownership really likes him.
Okay.
Which is why they paid him.
Man's wanting his money.
Just give me my money. All right, we can get the old boy Caleb. We have Jaden though, so this is gonna be a 2 quarterback build. Like, Caleb is an option.
Yeah.
We could also just run Penix. We could run Penix back later.
Could get Penix. Kyle Pitts.
Dude, I'm not taking Kyle Pitts. I was taking a lot of Kyle Pitts because he kept falling early in like these drafts, dude. And I felt so scummy. I was like, ugh. I was like, I guess I'll be the one that takes him, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, like, there's a chance.
There was that one draft. He could have been our tight end 3. I mean, at that point, I would take Kyle.
My other thing is, like, who else is tight end there? He is the tight end, at least. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. As our 3, I mean, he might have. Like, he had a couple weeks last year where he scored.
are we about to bet on Travis Kelce here? Damn, okay, never mind. Oh, do we go Shaheed?
Oh, shit. Rashid Shaheed, huh?
Let's fucking do it.
Send it.
Rashid. if Caleb falls to us, we could just end quarterback here. Or we could go tight end. Or we could keep pushing tight end. Up to you.
Oh, well, John him. Maybe Tua.
You want to run Jonnu
Yeah.
instead of Andrews?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Andrews, I mean, he's starting to do a little better.
We're also really strong at running back, so we can just like kind of chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sets up Tua, and then we also are kind of set up for Zach Ertz again with Jaden.
Yeah, I feel like we just get Hurts anyways.
We're probably gonna have to get 3 tight ends. We'll get 2 quarterbacks, 3 tight ends. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Wait, I thought Brian. We didn't end up going Brian Robinson.
we got Pacheco. I'm cool. I'm cool with.
Yeah. Oh wait, is that what happened whenever?
I think they're all those running backs are nice in that area. I like Pacheco. I like Pollard. I like Aaron Jones. Brian Robinson ended up falling to 92. So if we didn't take him at 82, we could honestly took him at 80. If we didn't take a running back at 82, we could have went with him at 87. But we fucked it. We fumbled the bag. Hmm. Are we finishing this draft out with Luke McCaffrey?
Ooh, that's spicy. Where does what round did Debo go? Like fifth, sixth?
He went at the 1 spot in like round 7, end around 7. Or end around 6, so basically beginning of 7.
Yeah.
Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. We're stuck in the spot again where we kind of have to take Penix here, or we hope Tua falls. But the
Um,
Tyreek team's right here, so they have Dak though, so I don't know if they take Tua. So we might actually be good. Where's the Waddle
I think
team? Nah, the Waddle team has Burrow, Mahomes.
yeah, I think we're good.
Who you like? Who you like?
Um,
I like Warren.
yeah. Yeah.
We already bet on Pittman, so why not?
Yeah. Yeah.
That gives us our off buy. We can take Ertz later. So now coming up, do we reach on Penix or pray that Tua makes it back? Because otherwise we get kind of stuffed in a box. Which we could always take Geno later. I wouldn't be mad about it. We have Genti.
Yeah.
Let's
I
pray
think
they
we're
make
good.
it back. So what do we want to take here? We could take Besh now and hope Geno comes back. Want to do that?
Yeah, deal. That works.
Just contingent if we don't get Tua. Yeah.
Yeah. That would sound good to me. That way, no matter what, we got some make a solid stack.
Let's start. Yeah, we're starting to forward think. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we got 1362, Jaden, Genty, Hall, Checo, London, Adunze, Godwin, Pittman, Shaheed, Besh, Smith, Warren. Couple of rookies. We got both rookies on the Raiders. Got Tyler Warren. Set ourselves up for Geno on the way back. Around here. Josh Allen, Bo Nix, I assume he's done at quarterback. Lamar, Trevor Lawrence, he's probably done at quarterback. Penix off at 143. Now the question would be, we don't want to reach on Ertz.
Nah.
I hope that he comes back. If we don't get him, not a big deal. I don't mind unstack Jaden. It's not really a problem.
Yeah.
Pet Bryant? Okay, so as we're coming back here, I'm assuming, where's the Waddle team? Are they going to take him? The Waddle team has two quarterbacks. Mahomes, Burrow. Do we like Tua over Geno?
Kinda.
You think? Well, we
Yeah.
can't take Tua because he has a week 12 bye, so that's actually a lie.
Ooh, alright then. Get rid of them, motherfucker.
Do we take Geno now just to lock it in, or do we wait?
Now we can wait.
I agree.
I think
So what do we want here? Tillman? Or do we go Tank?
I like Tillman. I like the receiver here. Maybe
I
should be able
agree.
to take.
We
You
have,
wanna take Gino next?
yeah, we'll take him here. We should be fine. I don't imagine these two go quarterback. They have two elite quarterbacks. They have Allen and Bo Nix, no need, and this guy has Lamar T-Law. I've seen crazier things happen though. If that did play out like that, I would just get Matt Stafford, and then we could take like 2-2.
Yeah.
Or I mean, 2 is still. I mean, I don't want to take 2 because week 12 buys. So I lied. He does go quarterback, but he goes Bryce Poo.
Right.
He has Tet. Still kind of crazy when you have Trevor Lawrence and Lamar.
Oh, yeah. Taking that early pick.
Tits?
Hits?
Tits. The Waddle team ends up getting to damn, look at all the quarterbacks just go.
Alright.
I'm gonna be honest, I like this team more than our team last draft.
Yeah. I do like this squad.
Squall. Alright, well, probably not gonna get Ertz, but could. We need some RBs, dog.
Yeah. You ain't wrong.
Chubbyton, I love me some Rico. We'll see what falls though. I'm gonna convince you to take Miles Sanders. I'm actually just gonna click Miles Sanders for you. And then actually Kavonte Turpin's gonna be the RB1 there. Jalen Wright, Shipley, Michael Wilson. I have been tapping some Michael Wilson. Dowdle off. We cannot go Braylon. I mean, we technically could go Braylon with Brees. Never mind, he's off the board. Chubby rated ADP.
I like it. I like it.
Okay, we'll roll with it. We could go Mason Taylor at tight end since we have Brees. I think we just tap another running back though.
Say running back. I don't think we need another tight end right now.
No, we can always get like the boy Jawan later.
Yeah.
Okay, who do we like then? Can I convince you on Miles Sanders?
Yes. Yeah.
Or Justice
whatever.
Hill? All right,
I'm fine.
I'm convincing you.
That's all right. Whatever.
He's taking first team reps, dude. And we're dude, okay, so we have two quarterbacks, so we're gonna either take 6 running backs or 8 receivers. So there's always a chance that we, make up for the Miles Sanders pick. Since we took Chubb though, we're open for Schultze. We're open to Jawan. We could also hard nut it and just trust these two. Huh?
I wouldn't mind Jawan. Or Dalton Schultz.
I just put Schultz there because we took Chubb, so
Yeah. But it's like I think we need 3 tight ends.
I agree. I try not to do, if we take 2 quarterbacks, I try not to do 2 tight ends or like vice versa. Like
Yeah.
Like if I'm taking 2 tight ends, I try to do 3 quarterbacks, but I do end up sometimes doing like a 2-6-8-2. It's just sketch because the one-off positions are important. Get out of there! What are you doing? You just face deep in the chips.
Want a little snack?
Are you hungry?
A little snack.
Oh, Brashard Smith goes. Brock Purdy. What was that? Michael Penix, Sam Darnold. Nuts of steel. Daniel Jones off of 189 is sickening. Anthony Richardson, dude, I can't bet on Anthony Richardson, dude. He burned me last year.
Yeah, that's tough.
He's just a gross pick.
It is. Yeah.
All right, up to you, Schultz or never mind. Not up to you, Schultz.
Nope. Schultze it is. There. Then what are the running backs receivers looking like? Where we at?
Jarquez, Corum. It's more of, do you feel comfortable? We did spend 2 top 3 picks on Genty and Hall.
With our running backs, I think we gotta go receiver.
I do feel weaker at receiver.
Yeah.
But now it's like, okay, what do we bet on here?
I like Ray, but we have Drake London. Dontavian Wicks. Don't mind. Deontay Johnson.
Dude, stop with that. I'm not hearing that from you ever again.
Mike Williams back on the charge.
Oh yeah, he is. You didn't know that. Now you motherfucking know.
Bum.
All right, so a 2-5-8-3 build: Daniel Smith, Genty, Hall, Pacheco, Chubb, Sanders, London, Adunze, Godwin, Pittman, Shaheed, Besh, Tillman, Wicks, Smith, Warren, Schultze.
Yup.
A little bit of correlation. We didn't have the we unstacked Jaden, but we do have Genty with Gino and Besh. We do have a little bit of correlation with Pittman and Warren, Chubb and Schultz, little team correlation there, and then honestly, that's really it.
Yeah.
Not the most correlated team, but
Solid.
fun nonetheless.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Roman Wilson off at 214 to the Rodgers team. Ben Sinnott would have treated us well at tight end, possibly, if we wanted to like hedge that.
Yeah. Didn't think about that.
Sean Tucker. I thought about it, but I was like, meh. You know, Zach Ertz. Yeah, woohoo. All right, that's 2 drafts. Do you want to end it there, or do you want to rip another?
I gotta do some stuff around the house here.
Great. Is all you do chores?
Yeah. Basically.
It's not even that big of a spa. What else you got?
I still gotta do dishes and laundry.
Brother, that takes like a minute. What are you gonna hand wash the clothes?
Well, I gotta do it before Jamie gets home here. Just rip another one. Or, I mean, I'll be back on later. Just gotta do that shit within an hour.
Oh my goodness. Alright, I'm gonna rip one more though.
Alright. Deuces.
Peace. Alright, chat. We are ripping one more. One more poodle today. So that'll get us up to 4. We'll probably get to... We're not going to max the poodle, but we'll definitely get up there. I just need to go name that last draft. Hold on. Make sure we get that stacked in. 626. Cool. It's a little Raiders build. Show you our other team in the Schnauzer slow. We got Hurts, Brown, CeeDee Lamb, and AJ Brown. But anyway, oh, we're the 2 spot here. Pulling up here. If you guys are enjoying this content, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications while you're at it. Make sure you know when we go live. But we're on the clock here in a second with pick 2. Gonna finally get some Jefferson or perhaps a Jamar Chase faller. No, but we will get our first share of Justin Jefferson. Feels nice. We've been getting a lot of CeeDee Lamb. We have a decent amount of Barkley. We have 0 Chase. I don't think I've been at the 101 yet. Maybe I have been once, but I think I took Barkley. But early on, we have even shares of like Bijan, Gibbs, all the top guys besides JJ. just seem to never be able to get him. Especially even when I have a good pick up there, usually he's getting sniped from me. But I don't know. This will be a fun build now though, because Minnesota plays Detroit. We can kind of line some things up with that maybe. Obviously not going to get Amon Ra. Jameson's kind of a reach. This will be our last draft, by the way. Luckily, we got, the quick drafts, the 20 seconds. Got some time to kill. Nothing really different here. Seems to be lining up with ADP. Besides CMC going ahead of Puka, but CD falling a tiny bit to 6. But pretty standard here. London does go with Nico. Which allows BTJ to fall to the Genti team. Rice off at 16. So we could be looking at some value on the way back with that. I actually did a Neighbors Rice team, not in this, but in the Schnauzer. So similar to what he's trying to do is just flip the board. Getting a little bit unique. HM McCaffrey team. So we're to the point like Minnesota plays Detroit, like I said. Now the question bodes, do I want Jacobs, JT, McBride? JT off. Let's go Jacobs. I do like to get a running back there. Should we get a little unique here? Possibly. T. Higgins goes to the Jamar Chase team. To be expected. We're gonna go Chase Brown. We're gonna line up Jacobs, Chase Brown, and JJ. And see if we can't build off that. Don't mind the start. Pretty good start here. Hopefully we can get some fallers for receiver. Brees off a little early. Nothing really sticks out. So let's see. Minnesota, Detroit, Green Bay, Baltimore, Cincy, Arizona. Not sure how much we're going to be able to build for that on the way back. So we're at pick 47, so we'll see what ends up falling to us. Zay's like the only option to build for the Green Bay Baltimore game. Unless we wanted to do some late, which we could also do late round Baltimore stuff. Not much to do with Arizona either. Could do Jameson if he falls. Where'd Devontae get? Did he go 41? Devontae goes at 40. Malik Neighbors, Rasheed Rice, JSN, Devonta Smith. Pretty dialed up team. Jameson off at 44. Jaden falls to 45 in this draft. We're on the clock. It's hard to pass Kittle here. I don't want to take Zay, but it's like, let's set ourselves up for, never mind, Zay goes, so we're not going to set ourselves up for Green Bay there. Let's take Waddle at 50. So we set ourselves up decent for a quarterback. But Brock, JJ, Love still an option. Tua. Theoretically, we could snipe the team in front of us off of Joe Burrow. He probably makes it back to 71 since we have Chase Brown, which would be quite the spectacle. Mixing off at 59. No surprises here. Hurts does make it all the way to 56 to the AJ Brown team. Just right before the Devonta Smith team. The Devonta Smith team ends up with Kamara, he goes Kamara, Harvey. What a fall. Like, that's insane. Someone's taking Addison at 62 with his trial pending. Letting Harvey fall to 64. That's just crazy. Crazy run out for that team. Like, this team's probably gonna come in first in this, just based off that start. This team goes Joe Burrow. Dude, like, that's crazy. Just so he doesn't fall to the team at pick 1 is like... It's happened in the other draft, actually. that I was in. Taking unstacked Joe Burrow. I'm sick of these nerds in here. Oh, so many options at running back here. Travion off. We're gonna go Matthew Golden with Josh Jacobs. Um, let's have Montgomery set him up for the Minnesota game. Let's go Minnesota at Detroit, or versus Detroit. Could have went Caleb Johnson. No, I think we're cool with that. Right now, we start JJ. We go Jacobs, Chase Brown, George Kittle, Jalen Waddle, Matthew Golden, David Montgomery. Once again, need to hammer receivers. Kind of light there through 7 rounds. But that's just how it goes. Like I said, like Baker off at 85, super early. I guess he had no choice. He wanted to stack Godwin and Evans, so makes sense. Mahomes off to the Rice team. We should be good on Jordan Love on the way back. Probably not going to get Purdy, and I'm not too stressed about grabbing Purdy. To stack with Kittle, just because we need receivers, so I think we go Higgins. We can't do running. Jaden Higgins goes. Jesus, dude. I don't want to take Cooper Kupp, but we need receivers really badly. So we're going to go Kupp. Jordan Mason goes. We're gonna go Keon as well. We just need receivers. tough boat for us, but yeah, we just really need receivers there. Could have went Trey Harris. More inclined to be on Keon Coleman there. Could have went Mark Andrews and just been done at tight end, locked in the Baltimore Green Bay stack. But then again, we're down to only having 4 receivers through, what are we through 9 rounds now? So it's like it's tough there to do that. So we can go ahead and take Likely later, honestly. Something I'd be more inclined to do. There's still outs to that Baltimore game. But so far we're at a 0-3-5-1 build. Definitely going to be a 3 quarterback build, probably 2 tight end build. Got Jacobs, Chase Brown, Montgomery, Jefferson, Waddle, Golden, Cup, Keon Coleman. Hopefully Cup can just survive the year. And if not, at least give us some early production. This could set us up for like a Torrey Horton build later with Sam Darnold that I wouldn't mind necessarily. Just an idea. Caleb off to the DJ Moore team. So Lamar, Caleb. This one's been an interesting build so far. Also, chat, make sure if you do want to play Underdog, and if you haven't played Underdog or just have no idea what we're doing, link in the description, code Temptation for $1,000 deposit match up to $1,000 on your first deposit. So there's that. Helps us out a little bit. Let's see what our pick's going to be actually real quick. If Mark Andrews falls, we're going to have to take Mark Andrews. That would actually be very nice. Probably doesn't happen. These two don't have tight ends, and it's a big value on the board. So he does end up going off the board. I think we lock down Tyler Warren. Maybe. What do we like in Njoku there? Let's go Njoku. Jonnu off. Let's grab Jordan Love as our first quarterback. Get the stack with Jacobs and Golden. We're done at tight end. We get Kittle and Njoku, feeling strong there for sure. Cleveland does play Buffalo in week 16. I feel strong running back. Again, 2 of our top 3 picks, our second and third round pick were running back. Montgomery was our, 6th round pick? 7th round pick, so. Still, I was going to do Likely, but actually, I mean, with Njoku there, we're not actually going to do Likely, so we actually have our other out. I don't know, that range there is just like I don't like some of those players in that range. So again, Christian Kirk and some of those players, it's like, I'll pass on them for a better tight end. But we still have outs. Definitely not taking a Cleveland receiver though. Could probably snag Tua here. I hope. We'll see what happens. We might have to pivot. I think Tua can fall to us. Stroud's falling quite a bit. We don't want tight end. Stroud does go. So let's actually build. Let's lean into Tillman. Betting on Njoku. Damn, Tua goes? Dude, you're such a bum, bro. That's crazy work. All right, let's take Stafford. Why would you take Tua? Oh, he has Jonnu. Did I not see that? Damn, I didn't even notice that. That's my bad. I would have taken Tua there if I knew he had Jonnu. But now we can just back build with Tutu and one of Hunter Corum. So, sure. That's my bad. I messed that up. I didn't think he would take Tua, so we had that all set up for a Jordan Love Tua Sam Darnold build. But doesn't work out that way. It's quite annoying actually, but anyway, we move on. We build again. Tutu is still an option for us. I think Algier's off the board. Yeah, he went off for 150. Ooh. It's actually insane where some of these people go. One of these picks has to be Darnold. I think we tap running back and then Darnold, and then we figure out from there. Yeah, we should be all right. I like Roshan. Jalen right off. I'd like Roshan to make it back. I do like Rico. Jets play. New England. So more on like Roshan or Rico. I'm just locking in Darnold. God forbid he gets taken. I'll lose my mind. Braylon goes, so we're actually gonna take. We're gonna take Roshan. A little bit of a faller. And then that sets up Chicago plays San Francisco. So a little Roshan with Kittle. Could have went Dowdle. Carolina plays Seattle in the last game of the year. Might be my first share of Sam Darnold this year as well. It is, happens to be. So mixing it up a little bit. Been clicking a lot of Tillman recently. Don't have a lot of Cup. Definitely overweight on Golden. Don't have a lot of Waddle. And then again, zero Jefferson. But I like the receiver room. Some good late season upside. These guys all have good matchups late in the year. Besides Buffalo. Like Seattle plays Carolina. Green Bay plays Baltimore. He's prone to the pass, things like that. Would like to lock in some Justice Hill. If not, Keaton Mitchell's also an option for us. He's been a big climber in ADP. Rodgers off the board. Jordan James is an option for us. Let's go ahead and take our first share of Jarquez Hunter. Form off. We're gonna go Keaton Mitchell as well. Tutu goes right at 195, literally as soon as it's over. So probably could have used some receiver help, but we're banking on JJ just carrying the boats here. Should be able to get Torrey Horton. Got a few rookies on the squad. Matthew Golden, Darquez Hunter. So we set up Stafford and Hunter. Could have went 2-2. But we go 3 quarterbacks, 6 running backs, 7 receivers, and 2 tight ends. Kittle and Njoku is our tight ends. Receiver a little bit weak. Definitely need Kupp to stay healthy all year. Kind of risky to go Torrey Horton with Cooper Kupp. But we're going to do it anyway. So that leaves us with JJ, Waddle, Golden, Coleman, and Tillman. There's good upside. Obviously, Golden can be the one. Waddle, looking for a bounce back year with a bounce for Miami in general. And then if, you know, Tyreek or Jonnu or anything happens there, Waddle steps in. Even Achane gets hurt. Jefferson's the bona fide one, even with the quarterback questions. Kupp really doesn't have that path, but Torrey Horton does have a nice path. And then Keon, if Josh Allen just goes out and throws for 40 touchdowns, someone's got to be the beneficiary. And same with Tillman, right? If Judy goes down, he steps in. We could also go Isaac Tesla. We'll go Torrey Horton. Just to lock in the stack with double stack with Darnold. We could have went Tesla to lock in against Minnesota, and with David Montgomery, but we won't run that train yet. End up with a 3-6-7-2 build. Love, Stafford, Darnold, Jacobs, Brown, Montgomery, Johnson, Hunter, Mitchell, Jefferson, Waddle, Golden, Kupp, Coleman, Tillman, Horton, then George Kittle, David Njoku. Not the spiciest team, but especially from the 2 spot, definitely choked it with the with not being able to get Tua like I would have preferred, and then ending up having to build with Stafford. But not much else changes on how I wanted to build this team, in my opinion. So we'll let it ride. We'll go from there. But that's going to do it for us. We're almost 2 hours into this. Appreciate you guys for coming, hanging out, watching, listening. Again, if you guys have any comments or questions, make sure you drop those below. We'll get to you and get to as many as we can. Again, ask anything, whether it's about home leagues, best ball, whatever it may be, we'll answer best of our ability. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Hit that bells for notification. And that's going to do it. Not forget anything. Link in description, code Temptation to play on Underdog. Hope to see you guys out here in the streets of Underdog. Just a couple of normal people at the Fancy Spittas drafting tournaments to win thousands and thousands of dollars, potentially millions. But appreciate you guys for tuning in. Catch